I'm not going to be critical of this person. I mean, I do want them to understand the truth about the Lord Jesus Christ, come back to Christianity or affirm Christianity. Yes, I want that. But I actually want to say something here about this mom, if this is the case.
That's me in the corner. That's me in the spotlight, losing my religion.
This one says, me when I was forced to go to church for my entire childhood, and during my confirmation process, my mom proceeded to convert to Buddhism and make me listen to Buddhist CDs in the car. Now, I'm assuming that what I'm being told here is true. And if it's true, then yes, because there are a number of parents who at least initially call themselves Christian parents, but they're nominal Christians, if Christians at all. I'm not saying this is definitely true of her parent. I'm just saying this makes me think of this. Is what they will do is treat religion as a consumer product. So someone goes through a divorce and they need to feel better about life in general. They do need to do some healing. And so they go to the local megachurch where some sort of a pastor feel-good is up there. And this is not always the case with megachurches, but he says some inspirational quotes and things like that make them feel better about their life. And then they go on Tuesday to the yoga studio. And this is a legit yoga studio. And so like they have all kinds of mantras and things like this put on by the Hindu organization here in town. And then on Thursdays, they go to the mosque because the mosque has after school a great basketball program. And so they send their kids over there just for the basketball program. And they just get there. It's just like treating religion as a consumer product. What does each of these religious outlets do for me? Because they're all a part of this Western American culture. And so I'll take what I want from each one like a buffet. This is not what it's supposed to be about. And I will admit that while I don't think there's a problem with any of these things, and my church does these things that I'm about to describe, the notion of having, I want to go to that church because it has the best coffee and the best instrumentalists and the coolest light show and all that sort of thing plays into this notion that religion is a consumer mentality, when the reality is you shouldn't pick your religion or whatever you commit to on the basis of what it can do for you practically speaking, or even what it can do for your kids practically speaking. What you should, or not merely that, I should say. What you should do is, you should look for what's true, and you should follow what's true. And so you should choose a religion based on what's true. And that's how that works. And insofar as there are non-Christian influences around, you want to make sure that people understand where you stand on those issues. Will it annoy your kids? You better believe it will annoy the kids. It used to annoy. Now they've seen it doesn't do any good to say they're annoyed because daddy's going to do this anyway. But if there is, and I don't do this all the time, I'm not like a legalist about this, but if we're watching some entertainment as a family and there is some bombastic anti-Christian messaging, I'm gonna pause it and we're gonna at least say a couple of things about it, right? Well, you're gonna drive your kids away. Right, seriously, I have an incredible relationship with my kids. I love my kids. All right. Well, that's trauma. Well, okay, that's fine. You can call it trauma. It doesn't bother me too much because I don't think it's traumatic to have conversations with my kids about worldview issues. So yeah, I don't. It's not so much that I'm highlighting this because I'm upset with this person. But I do want to highlight the way I think some quote-unquote Christian parents function in America with respect to religion and worldview. And yes, here's the evidence. It creates confusion.